Cute as a cupcake. Where the cupcakes are more than just cute, they're delicious. Get by Cute as a Cupcake at 2008 West 81st in Maryville, Indiana. Or if you're anywhere else in the country, you go to www.cuteasacupcake3.com and order cupcakes to have them shipped directly to your door. Now do this, you guys, if you don't believe me about how delicious these cupcakes are, because they are absolutely delicious and they look great, follow them on Instagram. Again, you're going to go to Cute as a Cupcake 3 on Instagram and check out the cupcakes that they have displayed there. So you guys go check out Cute as a Cupcake if you're in the Maryville, Indiana area, 2008 West 81st, where the cupcakes are more than just cute, they're delicious. Good afternoon, and welcome to the 800 Credit Score Man Show. I am your host, Kevin King. He is I, and I am him, the 800 Credit Score Man himself. And once again, thank each and every one of you for coming in and listening to the 800 Credit Score Man Show. I truly, truly appreciate it. So what's on tap today? What are we going to talk about today? Today, we're going to talk about some scary credit situations. Yes, it's Halloween, so we're going to talk about some scary credit situations today on the 800 Credit Score Man Show. Again, thank each and every one of you guys for coming in and checking out the show. Do me a favor, like the show, share the show with your friends and family. So it doesn't matter where you listen to the show at. It doesn't matter if it's on Castbox, if it's on Spreaker.com, if it's on the Spreaker app, if it's on my app. Yep, if you got an iPhone, you can get my app, 800 Credit Score Man app, and you can listen to the show there. iTunes, Spotify, iHeartRadio, wherever you catch the show, there is an option to share the show. So share the show on your social media and things of that nature, and share it with your friends and family. So thanks again for coming in and listening to the show. We're going to talk about these scary credit situations today. And then, of course, I'm not going to leave you hanging. I'm going to tell you some ways that you can start to correct these particular situations and what you should do about them. And again, if you've ever got any questions at all, what are you going to do? You're going to contact me. Send me an email, 800@creditscoreman.com. Send me that email, and I will absolutely do my best to try to answer your question and help put you on the right path to credit score increase. Because we know if you got a better credit score, you're going to pay less interest, and then that's going to save you money. So thank you guys for coming in and listening to the show. Let's get started. So let me give out some shout outs right quick. So I'm going to shout out this lady because her birthday is today on Halloween. And there's absolutely nothing scary about this young lady. She's one of the sweetest people you could ever meet. Crystal Garrett Scruggs celebrates her birthday today. So happy birthday to you, Crystal. Mark Bacon celebrated his birthday on yesterday. Happy birthday to you, Mark Bacon. Bivy Mays celebrated her birthday. She is the owner of Snapped Hair. You guys check her out if you're in the Northwest Indiana area as well. Bivy Mays with Snapped Hair. Check her out. Happy birthday. Dana McFarland celebrates her birthday. So happy birthday to you, Dana. My cousin. It's not a show if it's not a king on the show, right? So Dennis King is going to celebrate his birthday on November the 4th. Happy birthday to you, cuz. Ronald Driver celebrates his birthday. And my man, Jamar Jones, from the Gamma chapter of Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated, is going to be celebrating his birthday as well. So happy birthday to you, yo. All right, so let's jump into this scary credit situations today on the 800 Credit Score Man Show. And then do me a favor. If you do have an issue, seriously, I want you to go ahead and contact me, 800@creditscoreman.com. You're listening to the show. Contact me prior to you making some moves. If you're making moves, you get a letter in the mail or something happens, you're looking at your credit report, prior to making contact with others, just reach out for a little bit of advice. See if I can help you out before you make the wrong step. So it's my whole plan and whole purpose is to try to help you do things in the right way to help you with your credit score. So make sure that you do that. So on the very first situation that we're going to talk about, we're going to talk about having no credit. Having no credit at all. If you have no credit, it's absolutely a scary situation. Now, which is worse, bad credit or no credit? Bad credit and no credit are essentially the same thing. Bad credit now is probably worse, depending on how bad it is, because then you have more things to clean up than a person that doesn't have any credit at all. You got things to clean up. But no credit is when you're basically starting from scratch. You don't have anything. Now, believe me when I tell you that 18 and 19-year-olds are not the only people out here with no credit. I know more than a handful of people that are older and have no credit at all. The good news is that you can overcome both of these particular situations. So if you don't have any credit at all, you have got to start to establish something to help you get a credit score, and then also to increase that credit score. Now, if you've been listening to the 800 Credit Score Man show, you know good and well that I'm not going to leave you hanging. I'm not just going to tell you, hey, here's a bad situation and not give you some kind of solution behind it at all. So if you don't have any credit at all, this is what you should do. Number one of my favorite things is become an authorized user. If there are new listeners to the show, go back and listen to some shows. I talk about authorized users all the time. You should become an authorized user if you're capable of doing it. If you got a brother, a sister, a mother, a father, a aunt, a uncle, a boo thing, a wife, go ahead and see if you can become an authorized user on someone else's credit card. That's going to give you some credit history almost instantly. So soon as that credit card hits your credit report, you're going to get some history. So if that card is 10 years old, you got 10 years of good payment history. You got the current credit utilization, whatever that is. And if you're starting from no credit at all, don't worry about what that utilization is. If the utilization is at 80%, let it be at 80%. But it's better than having nothing. Ideally, of course, you want that utilization, that credit utilization, to be 30% or less. 30% of that or less. However, if you're in a spot, in a situation where you're having issues, you don't have anything at all, having something is absolutely better than having nothing at all. Second thing you can do, you can get a secured credit card. Yes, a secured credit card. Get you one of those. First thing I would do, if you're capable, is that authorized user, because that's going to give you some instant, and it's going to be a length of history attached to it. So those are all good and positive things for you. But secondly, you should go ahead and get yourself a secure credit card. The authorized user card is going to be in your name, but also this secure card is going to be in your name as well. It'll be something new, so it's not going to help you with your length of history, but at least you have something that you can control yourself. And you're going to need more than just one account on your credit report to really start to gain some momentum and increase your credit score. So get yourself a secured card, because with no credit at all, it's going to be difficult for you to get a quote unquote traditional credit card where you don't have to, that is unsecured, and you don't have to put any money down. Get yourself a secured credit card, and you may have to start with one of the lower tier places that I would call them lower tier places to do so. But if you get that authorized user card first, you may not have to start there. Maybe you can start at a more main state type of place to get you a secured card. So that's number 2. Number 3, sign up for Experian Boost. Yes, Experian Boost, they're going to attach to your bank account. They can look at the way you pay your cable bill, your cell phone bill, utility bills, things of that nature, and it will boost your credit as well on Experian only, but it's going to boost your credit. Could be 8 points, could be 15 points. I think they're even running a commercial talking about a guy got 56 points. So go ahead and make sure you go ahead and sign up for Experian Boost. It's free. You can cancel anytime. You find yourself having trouble with your cell phone bill or whatever it is. Your utilities are high because it's December and you might not make that payment or what have you. Then you can always cancel as well. No penalty. You don't have to pay anything, all that stuff. So Experian Boost, and where you go is www.experian, EXPERIAN, www.experian.com/boost. B as in boy, OOS as in Sam, T, boost. So you guys sign up for that. Another great thing that you can do, add rent. Add your rent to your credit report. So let me pause here right quick. So a couple of people that have increased their credit scores mightily. They've moved from not so good into fair to good. They've moved their credit reports 70, 80 points. You don't necessarily need to go ahead and add rent now. You're going in the right direction. You're doing a lot of the right things apparently. So you don't necessarily need to add rent to your credit. Because I've had a couple people contact me about that. Hey, now I got a 710 now. I want to add my rent. Should I add my rent? What company should I use to add my rent? Those individuals, you're sitting on the cusp of excellent credit. It's not necessary to go ahead and add rent to it. But for somebody that has no credit or bad credit, add your rent to your credit report, especially if you've been renting for a long time. You always pay that bad boy on time. Go ahead and add rent to your credit report as well. There are a plethora of companies out there that do that. Some companies read the fine print, check them out. Some companies only will add it to 2 credit reports. Oftentimes, it's going to be Experian. No, I'll check that. Oftentimes, it's going to be Equifax and TransUnion that they will add it to. Experian is a different beast. Sometimes they don't get into all of the other little things that go on. So check them out, though. But there are a few places that should add it to all 3 credit reports. That's going to help you the most to get them to all 3 credit reports. So go ahead, add rent to your credit report. The 5th thing that you can do, get your credit card from a store. Yeah, get you a store credit card. So from a place like Target or something of that nature, get you a card there. Oftentimes, it appears or it seems that those cards are actually easier to get than other cards. Than your traditional Visa, MasterCard, Discover, American Express. Get you a card from one of the stores, all right? And of course, you always want to be responsible with any of these. You want to be responsible with them as well. Watch your credit utilization on them. Keep it under 30%. That would be great. Now, here's a little trick that you might be able to maybe get a couple of points. They're going to ding you a little bit at first, but you might get more on the back end. When you get that card, go ahead and charge, let's say 35% of whatever that limit is. Charge 35% of that. Make a regular payment, one payment, regular payment. Then the next time, knock it down to under 30%. That might shock the system a little bit and give you a little boost on your credit score. So try that. Try that as well. So get you one of those store cards, whether it's I don't know wherever you shop, Neiman Marcus, Macy's, wherever it is that you shop. Get you one of those cards. Best Buy, Target, those kinds of places. Get you one of those cards, store cards. They are a little bit easier to obtain. I'm gonna warn you, stay away from places like, let's say, Fingerhut. I don't really want to pick on Fingerhut, but I'm gonna pick on Fingerhut. Stay away from Fingerhut. Don't do one of those. And whatever in the world PayPal is doing, trying to give you credit of $500, $1,500, whatever they're doing over there at PayPal, stay away from the PayPals and the Fingerhuts when it comes to trying to build your credit, especially starting anew and starting from nothing when you have no credit at all. Stay away from those kinds of places. Do the store card, the traditional store card, some brick and mortar place that you can actually walk into if they're actually open. So do that. Those are 5 things that you can do to help yourself to establish credit when you have no credit at all, and they'll help. Now, that's a great start for you. That's a great start. Your score is going to start to go. And always, always, always make sure you pay on time. Paying on time is the biggest pillar when it comes to the 5 pillars of credit. It's the absolute biggest pillar at 35% of what makes up your credit score. So you want to make sure that you pay on time. No 30-day lates, because then you're only going to hurt yourself. All right? So make sure you do that self. And if you find yourself fitting in this scary scenario, then what you're going to do, you're going to contact me. 800@creditscoreman.com to make sure we start you off on the right foot. All right. Y'all got that? Good, good, good. All right. So that's one of the things that we're talking about today on the 800 Credit Score Man show. when the scary credit situations come afoot. All right, so another thing that's scary in credit